Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn Grammar Chapter 18 Can, Cannot, Should not. Do you know what are these words? These are modal verbs. That means helping verbs. Now look at this warm-up section. Here there are some pictures. So tick the pictures that show things you can do and put a cross on the pictures that show things you cannot do. That means the things that you can do, for example, you can brush your teeth, but you have to put tick mark. So same way you find out the things that you can do or cannot do. Then, and the last one is drive a car. That you cannot do. So that one is cross mark. So same way you complete the other pictures also. The things that you can do, put tick mark, and the things that you cannot do is cross mark. Next is read the sentences. I can ride a bike. Reena can sing. Can expresses the ability to do something. So in this chapter we are mainly learn about how to use can, cannot, should not in sentences. So I already told you these are helping verbs. We use can to show ability or possibility. That means if you know that something is possible for you, or if you have the ability to do something, there we use can. And can is used with all subjects, with singular and plural subjects. And one more thing you have to remember, that after can we use the present form of the verb. That means the first form of the verb. Can is also used for permission. For example, can you switch on the light? So it is an informal way, and always we use may for asking permission. That is a formal way of asking permission. Now let us see what happens when we add not to can. For example, I can ride a bike. That means you have the ability to ride a bike, but I cannot swim. Second one, Reena can sing, but she cannot dance. That means Reena has the ability to sing, but she cannot dance. Cannot expresses the lack of ability to do something. It can also be written as can't. So can't is the short form of cannot. Cannot shows that you do not have the ability to do something. And usually we use cannot to form negative sentence. So let's move to the exercises. Fill in the blanks with can or can't. I dash help you with your homework. Here both answers are correct, because here I can help you means you have the ability to help his homework, but at the same time you can also use can't. You do not have the ability to help his homework. Second one, dash you please help me learn how to swim. So here the word please shows request. So we can also use can for request also. Can you please help me learn how to swim? No, I can't. That means you do not have the ability to teach him, and already no is used here, so we use can't. Third one, can I go home now? So it's an asking permission. Can I go home now? Yes, certainly you can, because yes shows is a positive statement. And here you can see that we use the first form of the verb in all the sentences with can. That is help, go, pass, play, climb, find. All these are present form of the verbs. Move to next exercise. Tick the pictures that show things that are good to do and put a cross on the pictures that show things that are not good to do. So here some pictures are shown. The things that are good, you have to put tick mark, and the things that are not good to do, put cross mark. So here some clues are given there. It is not good to stand like this. It is not good to do. So we put cross mark. Is it good to wake up early? Yes. So we put tick mark. Next is make bed. So it's a good habit. Nowadays we are at home, so you can help your parents by doing small things. So first one is making your own bed. So it's a good thing. So put tick mark. Next one, disturbs friend in class. Is it good? Because maybe your friend is listening to the teacher and the teacher is teaching. So it's not good to disturb your friends in the class. So it is cross. Then the last one is helping your parents. So again, you have a lot of time to spend with your parents now. So you can help your parents and also make them happy. So it's a good habit. So all of you put tick mark and follow this habit. So hope you're clear about this. The usage of can and cannot. We use can to show ability, possibility, and to ask permission, request, etc. We use can with all subjects, and after can we use the present form of the verb, that is the first form of the verb. So next we move to the next modal verb, that is should and should not. Now read the sentences. We should go to bed early. We should not stick our head out of a bus. Should expresses polite suggestions about things that are good to do. Should not expresses polite suggestions about things that are not good to do. Should not can also be written as shouldn't. The short form of should not is shouldn't. And where do we use should? We use should for polite suggestions, advice, then moral duty, opinion. There we use should. And should not express the things that are not good to do. So there we use should not. And remember, after should, the verb is always in the present form. Now fill in the blanks with should or shouldn't. Amit dash hurry to school. It is already 8. So Amit should hurry to school. And next one, I have been watching TV all morning. I dash go out for a walk now. You should go out for a walk. Then next one, you dash go out in this heat without an umbrella. So it's an advice. You shouldn't go out in this heat without an umbrella. Next one, you dash go thirsty for so long. You dash drink more water. Again, it shows an advice. You shouldn't go thirsty for so long and you should drink more water. So children, hope you have understood the usage of can, cannot, should and shouldn't in the sentences. All of you do your exercises carefully. That's all for today. Thank you.